The Time to Change pledge will see Cumbria Constabulary committing to implementing changes throughout the force, including actively challenging the stigma around mental health and providing easy access and appropriate support to anyone who feels they need it.
Really important for the constabulary because it's the launching of our sort of wellbeing strategy, but time for change in terms of mental health. So we're working with Mind and Better Health at Work to actually improve the overall wellbeing for our officers and staff who deal with very difficult things on a day-to-day basis. And it's about raising awareness of mental health and actually trying to start having the conversations about mental health to remove some of the stigma that is sometimes around mental health. So it's been a really, really good day, very positive. We've been working with lots of other organisations and other police forces as well to actually try and bring as much good practice into Cumbria as possible, because as Chief, I think it's absolutely important that we actually look after the well-being of our officers and staff. It's really, really important to me. Because I think I think the job is becoming much more complicated. People are a lot busier and they're dealing with traumatic incidents day in, day out. And it's about putting those interventions early before people become ill, whether that's, physically or mentally. And that, I think as an organisation, we should be looking after the well-being of our staff. And we've been doing a lot of well-being work, but this is bringing in external independent scrutiny to actually look at what we're doing in terms of initiatives and processes and actually how we can improve. So it's opening the organisation up to other bodies coming in and saying, right, how can you improve Cumbria Constabulary? So today is about showing that commitment really to our officers and staff that this is what we want to do, and actually encourage them to get involved to see how we can improve things, but also encourage them to have those difficult conversations around mental health and mental health awareness. Well, I'm hoping it'll make them feel more comfortable to come forward earlier and ask for that help, because we've got really great occupational health service, but we've also got line managers that we're training to actually be able to spot some of those triggers early, to actually get them the right intervention, so hopefully to prevent them being sick, and that we can keep them well throughout their career within the organisation.
The Better Health at Work scheme is sponsored by Public Health North East and Cumbria. It is an award that recognises the efforts of employers in improving health and wellbeing outcomes within their workplace. There are 4 levels to this award, with a constabulary working towards the first level of bronze.
So I look after all of the services in terms of human resources and occupational health, and I feel really blessed to have that job actually, because by listening to people and by creating better conversations with our staff, we can find out what's important to them. And once we understand what people need, then we can model our service to deliver what it is they require to keep them well in the workplace. Policing is a tricky job. People are exposed to all kinds of trauma, and police officers are still human beings and they take that home with them. So what we need to do is to understand what people are experiencing, what they're facing, so that we can provide the very best services to keep them well and to keep Cumbria safe.
With the entire force behind the pledge, their only hope is they can roll it out and combat the stigmas around mental health. Sam Smedley, That's TV.